powers of darkness. Trey knows Allegory Chronicles. In the days following mankind's fall, the earth did not darken all at once. The Father's light still flickered in human hearts, dim, trembling, but not extinguished. Yet the shadows grew bolder. They stretched across valleys, climbed mountains, seeped into quiet villages, and whispered to any soul wandering without guidance. For where obedience had once brought life, disobedience opened a door. And through that door stepped the powers of darkness. The destructive image, pale as winter stone and cold as the void that birthed it, walked freely among humanity. It did not age. It did not tire. It mimicked the shape of mankind, but carried none of their warmth, none of their breath, none of the Father's spark. Confusion followed in its wake. It whispered to chieftains in the stillness of night. It stirred envy between brothers. It taught the art of war to tribes who had never lifted a blade. It sowed rivalry, division, ambition. And behind it, guiding its every movement, watched the Anunnaki. Though weakened by the phantom zone, the giants retained fragments of their former power, distorting thought, bending wills, appearing as gods or monsters depending on who beheld them. Their shattered world had taught them nothing of humility. Only desperation, hunger, and ambition sharpened by failure. The leader stood among them, his silver fur-like hair hanging in tangled strands, scars from the phantom zone etched across his moon-white skin as he gazed upon the scattered tribes of early Earth. He saw not families, not communities, not children of the Father, but clay waiting to be shaped by his will. This world will become ours, he declared. Those who follow us shall rise above all others. His words became the spark that ignited a new era of deception. Among the rocky coasts and bright seas of the early Mediterranean, the giants found fertile ground. The people who lived there were seekers, curious, bold, builders of early cities, hungry for meaning, yet vulnerable to deception. They gazed into the heavens with longing. They sensed mysteries beyond their reach. They hungered for power, beauty, and understanding. And the Anunnaki descended among them, clothed in false brilliance. They masked their corrupted forms with radiant veils. To the tribes they appeared as celestial messengers, beings of glory, wisdom, and eternal life. The giants taught arts foreign to earth. The forging of bronze, the shaping of marble, the raising of temples, the carving of idols, the practice of sacred rites, the reading of stars, the crafting of laws. And the people glorified them. They carved the giants' likeness into pillars. They shaped statues in their honor. They built myths around their names. They prayed to beings who did not love them. Thus began the earliest seeds of Greek power, not born of noble wisdom, but rooted in the influence of exiled beings fleeing the ruin of Rehab. The destructive image moved among the tribes as well, teaching domination, stirring conquest, pushing the strongest toward kingship, turning the weakest into servants. And the powers of darkness rejoiced, for the world was beginning to mimic their nature. Yet even as the shadows lengthened across the ancient coasts, the Father preserved a remnant, a lineage that still carried his spark. Those who refused the deception, those who remembered the whisper of truth. Light and shadow wrestled across the earth, each rising and falling like tides. And though the powers of darkness believed they were shaping the world for their rule, they did not see the deeper plan forming behind creation's veil. For the Father had already spoken. A Messiah would come, a liberator, a restorer, a light greater than their darkest ambition. But until his day arrived, the Anunnaki pressed forward, guiding the rise of early kingdoms, seeding myths and legends, shaping rulers and warriors, preparing humanity for centuries of conflict. Thus began the long, relentless war between the children of light and the children of shadow. A war etched in stone, sung in legend, whispered through ages. A war whose roots reached back to a shattered world. And a curse born in darkness.